Alright, what's up guys? Today we're back with a new video, also different backdrop. Currently messing around with the backdrop in my room. Usually I'll have the same old, kind of like to my left, or your guys is right, I don't know, but to my left, the couch. Pretty boring, and I'm thinking like, I have a cool room, might as well show it off in the backdrop. And I also have the window open. You can kind of see the glare on the posters. I turn the exposure down and it looks, you see it a lot more. I say that because it's kind of like the first thing you notice around me. But today we will be talking about Supergirl, the 2026 DCU film, the second DCU film that has hit theaters. Directed by Craig Gillespie, I believe, director of Cruella and I, Tonya. Both films I haven't seen. I, Tonya I'm interested in. Cruella not so much. I think we actually did see Cruella when I lived at my mom's house, like a family night, but I think I fell asleep because we used to do those like super late. Supergirl is based on the Woman of Tomorrow comic, which I have previously stated that I have not read. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've read the comic, but in my opinion, if I did, I feel like I wouldn't like this film as much because from what I've heard, again, what I'm hearing is it's not that good of an adaptation. It really doesn't do the comic justice at all. I mean, like, off the rip, the visual language alone from comic to screen, that's more so like what Gillespie, I guess, and Gunn wanted to do with, I don't know how much Gunn was involved with this. I'm assuming involved to like a decent amount, but how much they wanted that, like the literal panels onto the screen. It's like, I'll put it on screen, but it looks like this when it should look like this, which is the Guardians 2 style, but I guess it's not. So yeah, let's get into it. First, the cinematography. Off the rip, one of the first things I notice in a film is the visual language, and the cinematography is actually really nice. I love that, like the blocking and some of the framing with the images, but again, it's not as colorful as I would wish it was. The Woman of Tomorrow comic is very colorful. Again, I'll put panels right here, but it's not, it's like, this is what it looks like, Rob Hardy's cinematography is decent, but again, it really doesn't do the Supergirl comic justice, in my opinion, the Woman of Tomorrow comic, but it does look nice. And in the third act, and I'm being very specific with the third act, it does not look good. A lot of it is green screen compositing in the third act, and it just like, it looks like no bueno. So that sucks. Another thing, off the rip too, Millie Alcock is amazing as Supergirl. I cannot stress how perfect of a casting she is. I haven't seen Game of Thrones, or I think it's Game of Thrones, one or the other. I'll put it on screen what it is, but I know she's in one of them, and I heard she's like good in that. Again, I don't really follow her career as like an actor, but she was good in like the minute and a half she was in Superman. She's good in this, and I cannot wait for her in Man of Tomorrow. But I do wish this film gave her more substance in the writing and the dialogue and the script, because she still had some like nice scenes. I mean, the ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head that were written well were the scenes of her with her father before shit hit the fan, and those are some of the best scenes in the film, in my opinion. Still is an amazing casting because she makes it work. It's like not a half-baked script. I wouldn't say that, because I would say like a half-baked script is like Ant-Man and the Wasp, especially for superhero films. I would say the script is like about 60%, 70% good. There's a lot of exposition and telling instead of showing, which sucks, but it's fine. But again, there's scenes that are good in this, in my opinion, and Millie Alcock just is really good. Again, I cannot wait for her in Man of Tomorrow, but I do think she deserves better, but that's just how it is, I guess. But I cannot wait for her in Man of Tomorrow, like literally cannot wait. And I do think she deserves better. I wish this film was a lot better, because I'm seeing reports it's losing a lot of money for Warner Brothers or something like that. I'll put it up on screen. I think 130 million. It's already bombing, which sucks because it's not even that bad. It's like a good MCU film. It's not bad. It's not amazing. It's good. But in my opinion, the DCU does not need just a good film. Something like Superman. People, they don't like it, but I know majority loved it. But it sucks because this just feels like a there. You're just gonna watch it one time and I don't even know if you'll finish it, or maybe like turn it off. But it sucks because this should have been more, and you could kind of see the potential. It's a very big potential film, in my opinion, but you could see the potential and what it could have been instead of what it is, which sucks. But you can't win them all. It's fine though. The villain is very forgettable, and if I'm being honest, I think his name is Krem. I really don't know. Off the rip, his character design is nothing like the comic. I'm not gonna sit here and bicker on what is the comic and what isn't the comic, but that is crazy that is not his like. I'll put up the character design for the film and the comic design right here, but that's not like, that's crazy. And the fact is that like he's so unforgettable, and there's a specific, like, again, I'm not getting into spoilers, but there is a character motivation that like I was like, damn, this is like a very serious topic. And it doesn't change the tone of the story or the film at all. It still comes off as like a revenge plot. Very generic, by the books revenge plot, which sucks because it's just, this film could have been so much more, but it's not. And again, honest to God, I don't even remember some of the scenes that he was in. Outside of like the stuff with Crypto in the beginning and maybe like a little bit towards the end. It's just no bueno altogether. Next for me are the needle drops. Holy shit, can we stop with the needle drops? I get it. I love a good needle drop. James Gunn can make needle drops look really good, not with Peacemaker Season 2, that's what I was going to say, and I have not said this online. Peacemaker Season 2 had some, like, back-to-back needle drops. Back-to-back needle, like, crazy needle drops throughout the whole season. And here, there's still a lot, but it's like, holy shit, it's an hour and a half, plus maybe like an hour 45 film, and we're getting like, I think like 4 needle drops, and the one in the final like battle is just not good. It's not good at all. I don't get why. It makes no sense. It's one of the worst that I've ever seen, in my opinion, which sucks because you see stuff like Guardians 3 or the Suicide Squad, and it's like, wow, you could do it quite well, you know, even with Superman, but it's not. It just doesn't work here, and it sucks because this was my complaint with Superman. But I wish it was a lot more score driven. It was score driven, but I'm being very specific with the last scene, the whole punk rocker scene. I get it. It's like, it's kind of iconic because I can't unhear that song, and I hear it everywhere now, like online. But in my opinion, that should have been like the David Fleming. I think his name is Fleming, the composer. It should have been that score that was played throughout the film, which was beautiful, but it wasn't. Supergirl should have. You could barely hear it, but there's like a score somewhere deep in the film, but you can't really hear it as much, which sucks. I really hate that. But yeah, barely little score. I wish it was a lot more score driven. The needle drops need to stop. And then again, the dialogue at times, it's very like half baked. Not as much, but it still is there. It's a lot of exposition, it's a lot of telling without showing, which sucks. The scenes with Kara and her father are some of the best in the film, and some of the best written in the film, and they're not even in English, they're like in Kryptonian or something, and they're still really good and they're acted out really well. And then last but not least, David Cornsweet. He's in the film. He doesn't make cameos. He's in there like 3 scenes, I think, but he's good in every scene, and it proves again why David Cornsweet is, just like Millie, an amazing casting for these characters. David Cornsweet is amazing in the Fortress of Solitude scene, in the flashback where he's telling Kara about the suit, and then in the one of the last scenes he's in, he's really good. He's super witty, and it's like a side of Superman that we haven't seen, and I just love that. I love it so much. I love the kind of a softer, more comforting version of the character that he's pulling off, especially towards like the last scene. But he's just amazing. The suit looks amazing. Another thing too that I have not mentioned, along with Superman's suit, which I'll put right here, Supergirl's suit looks amazing. And honest to God, it's kind of criminal that we did not get more of her suit in the film. We get it for like the final battle, and that's about it, which sucks. It sucks. It's a beautiful suit. One of my favorite shots in the film is just the suit, I think, like in the sand or in the dirt with like a lot of like sunlight coming in her back. I'll put it on the screen, but it's one of my favorite shots in the film, and it sucks because it's like, oh my god, the suit looks really good. Cornsweet suit's really good. We've seen a lot of it in Superman, but Supergirl's suit is barely in the film, and I wish it was in there more because it's so beautiful. I love the little the bright yellow, the gold yellow on her for like her belt. I love like the skirt color. I love the cape. I love the suit, the emblem. The cape is made out of the same fabric, I guess, as Christopher Reeve's Superman suit or something like that, which is awesome. It's a nice like homage, and that's like a beautiful way to do it. But it's like, damn, bro, you know, we really should have seen that suit a lot more, in my opinion, because it's such a beautiful suit, beautifully made suit. But yeah, I mean, those are like my thoughts on Supergirl. Honestly, I've been yapping way too much, and this is an 11-minute video. It might get cut down to like 10:30, 10:20, but I'll put my letterbox review right there, and how I feel about it. But I mean, it's just there. It's not bad, because bad as Quantumania, bad as The Flash. You know, some people say Shazam, Fury of the Gods, but it's not that. It's like an Ant-Man. It's not Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's not Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. It's just Ant-Man. If we're talking about the MCU, and if you know the MCU films, that's a good perspective on it. It's just there, and it sucks because the DCU and Millie Alcock and the director and everyone that worked on this film do not deserve that. The DCU does not need to adjust their film. They need something to really brighten up the moviegoers and to bring them in there, you know, the general audience, be like, hey, let's go check out the newest DCU film. Next is Clayface. I'm excited for that. And then apparently, which sucks, but they're really prioritizing a Bane and Deathstroke film at DC Studios, which is like, are we not learning our lesson? Like, where's the Wonder Woman projects, you know? Where's updates on Brave and the Bold, you know? Like, it's just crazy, but you know, it's whatever, I guess. I hope you guys like this video. It's like a quick little, I guess, like review of Supergirl. In my opinion, you know, out of 10, I would give it a 7, but now that I'm really thinking about it, maybe a 6, a comfortable 6 out of 5 stars. I was thinking about giving it a 4 when I first seen it, but the more I thought about it and then I slept on it, a 3.5 is just fine. Because there's better stuff that's come out this year, and I'm being honest, there's better superhero films than this, but it sucks because it deserves so much more. And it sucks because I got posters for the fucking film in my room. You guys can't really, oh, you guys can, I don't know how, but I have a Supergirl poster next to the, I just put those up yesterday, but a Supergirl poster that I got from Bernardo from his work, because you know, Rigo just be handing out posters, but that's cool. And I got this one right here next to my Brand New Day poster, along with my Superman 2025 posters. And look at that, it's right there. I don't know why it looks like, I think because I pressed too hard on it, but bro, like, I don't know, man, it's just crazy to me. I think the DCU does deserve better, and I do think Millie Alcock and the people that worked on this film deserve better. Can't wait to see her in Man tomorrow. Genuinely so hyped. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you guys liked it, you know, like, comment, subscribe, be on the lookout, because July is going to be nothing but Spider-Man videos. This is the last non-Spider-Man related video that will come out until like August. July is going to be nothing but Spider-Man content, and I'm already going to film one for this week, coming either Friday or Sunday, the first Spider-Man video, and release it then, and then so on until Brand New Day. It's a huge month. It's Spider-Man month. I don't even think I think we're the last few days of June. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you thought of Supergirl, if you have seen it, if you haven't, yada yada. And yeah, other than that, it's been real. Bro, back the fuck up. Other than that, it's been real, and I'm out. Peace, bro. Peace. Have a good one.